So ever catch yourself daydreaming about turning back the clock? Feeling younger, maybe even adding a few years to that warranty.
Well, who hasn't?
Right. Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of aging research to see what's really possible. And to guide us, we've got not just one, but two incredible experts. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist, and Dr. David Sinclair, a geneticist who eats, sleeps, and breathes longevity.
Happy to be here. The field of aging research is absolutely exploding right now. What seemed like science fiction just a few years ago is becoming a reality.
Okay, so let's unpack this. One thing we see popping up everywhere is this Sirtuin pathway. Now, I'm no scientist, but that sounds kind of important, like a roadmap to a longer life, maybe. What are sirtuins?
You're on the right track. Think of yourselves like a bustling city, okay?
I'm with you.
Sirtuins are like the maintenance crews, working tirelessly to keep everything running smoothly. They're proteins that regulate vital processes, how our cells respond to stress, how well they repair themselves, even how quickly they age.
So keeping these sirtuins busy is a good thing if we want to, say, feel a little less vintage and a little more brand new.
Exactly. And one of the most exciting areas of research right now is exploring how lifestyle factors can actually influence sirtuin activity.
Like exercise, for example. Tell me there's a magic workout routine out there that we should all be doing.
Huh. I wish it were that easy. But the research on exercise is truly fascinating. Studies are showing that aerobic exercise, think running, swimming, biking, can actually increase levels of a molecule called NAD in our bodies.
NAD. Okay, and NAD is?
It's like rocket fuel for those sirtuin genes we talked about. It keeps them fired up and active.
Oh, okay, so those weekend jogs might actually be doing more than just burning off those extra calories.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just looking good on the outside. This research also touches on something pretty remarkable. They found that some men in their 80s, guys who'd maintained a good level of muscle mass, were showing testosterone levels comparable to men half their age.
Wow, 80 going on 40, that's pretty impressive. What's the connection there?
Well, it highlights just how crucial maintaining muscle mass is, especially as we age. It's incredibly important for our hormone health. And we're not just talking testosterone here. This has ripple effects on your energy levels, metabolism, that overall feeling of vitality.
So no excuses, right? Time to hit the gym.
It's never too late to start.
But before we all sign up for marathons, let's switch gears for a bit. The research also touches on another fascinating topic, fasting. And I'm not talking about just skipping dessert here. Dr. Sinclair himself, he attributes some pretty significant age reversal to lifestyle changes, and one of those was incorporating fasting and even tracking his biological age.
Fasting is definitely having a moment, and it's more than just the latest fad diet. There's some really compelling science backing it up.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, think about it this way. For most of human history, our bodies weren't constantly flooded with food like they are now, right? When our cells experience a little bit of hardship, like a fasting period, it seems to activate those protective sirtuin genes we talked about. It's like they flip a switch, go into survival mode, and ramp up those repair processes.
So you're saying those late-night snack runs could actually be sabotaging our longevity genes? That's definitely a new way to look at that bowl of ice cream.
It really makes you think twice about constantly snacking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the research suggests that even something as simple as skipping just one meal a day, creating that fasting period, could have a real impact.
Okay, now that's something I can get behind. No need to go full-on survivalist, just a little strategic meal skipping. I can work with that. But hold on, because this research gets even wilder, we're talking about our body's capacity for healing, like Wolverine-level healing. Dr. Sinclair even compared future humans to Deadpool, regenerating limbs and all. Are we really on the verge of superhero-level regeneration?
We'll hold your horses. We're not quite at the point of regrowing limbs, but the idea isn't as far-fetched as it might sound. Our bodies really do have this incredible capacity to repair themselves, more than we often give them credit for.
So what's the key to unlocking this Wolverine-like potential?
Well, it might lie in something called the epigenome.
The epigenome, right. We touched on that a bit before. Remind me again what that is exactly.
Okay, so think of your genes as the blueprint, the hardware, right? The epigenome is like the software that tells those genes how to function.
Okay, I think I'm following.
And the really exciting part, we might be able to influence this software directly, like hitting reset on old cells, tricking them into acting younger again.
So the epigenome is like a reset button for our biology. That's mind-blowing. Are you saying we can actually rewrite our biological code as we age?
In a way, yes. It's a very new field, but the possibilities are incredibly exciting.
It's like we're talking about upgrading our biological software. That's incredible. But how does this actually work? Is there like a pill or a treatment to manipulate this epigenome? Or are we back to lifestyle changes again?
Well, we're not quite at the point of targeted treatments for epigenetic reprogramming,
Yeah.
although scientists are working on it. But the research does point to lifestyle factors playing a huge role here, too. Things like what we eat, how much we exercise, even our exposure to things like pollution. These can actually switch certain genes on or off, which influences how our epigenome functions.
Wow, so we're making these epigenetic choices every day, even if we don't realize it. That's both empowering and a little daunting at the same time.
It really is. It highlights how interconnected everything is, our environment, our lifestyle choices, our genes. It's not just about the genes we inherit, but how those genes are actually expressed throughout our lives. That's what the epigenome is all about.
So while regenerating limbs like Deadpool might be a ways off, you're saying that the research on the body's healing power today is pretty incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Think about wound healing for a second. Even a simple cut on your finger, which seems so minor, right?
Right.
That triggers this whole intricate cascade of events from blood clotting to new tissue formation. It's remarkable. It's a testament to your body's incredible ability to repair itself.
It's true when you think about it like that.
And it's not just cuts. Think about how our bodies repair broken bones, fight off infections, even just the fact that our skin cells are constantly regenerating. These are everyday miracles happening right beneath the surface.
It's true. It's easy to take those everyday miracles for granted, but you're right. Our bodies are constantly working behind the scenes to keep us going. So we've covered these sirtuin pathways, the power of fasting, and now this incredible potential of the epigenome. But there's one more topic in the research that I'm really curious to dig into, the link between obesity and aging.
That's a big one, and it's really important. And it's not just about the usual health risks we associate with obesity either.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than that. Remember those inflammatory senescent cells we talked about?
Oh, right, right. Those little troublemakers. So how does obesity fit into all of this?
Well, as we gain weight, especially as we age, those fat cells can actually become like magnets for senescent cells. And remember, those cells are constantly pumping out those inflammatory molecules, accelerating the aging process throughout the body.
So it's not just that extra weight, putting stress on our organs and things like that, but the fat itself is actually contributing to aging on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Wild.
It really is. And it's a pretty new area of research, but the implications are huge. It means that managing our weight, especially as we get older, it's not just about fitting into our favorite genes, it's about protecting our bodies from the inside out on a cellular level.
Okay, that's definitely given me a lot to think about today. This whole deep dive has been full of aha moments. We started with these mysterious sirtuin pathways, then the power of fasting. Who knew skipping a meal could be so good for you? And then the whole idea of hitting a reset button on our biology with the epigenome. It seems like we might have a lot more control over how we age than we ever thought possible, right?
I think that's a great takeaway. We haven't found the fountain of youth just yet, but this research really shows that the choices we make every day can have a huge impact on how we age.
So it's not about stopping the clock entirely, but maybe just hitting rewind a little bit.
Exactly. And the most exciting part, who knows what further research will uncover?
It's pretty exciting to think about, for sure. But for now, we've got a lot of great takeaways that we can start putting into practice today, right?
Absolutely. It all comes down to those small daily choices. Are we moving our bodies, eating mindfully, managing our stress levels? Those things make a difference.
It all adds up. If you're anything like me, you're probably already planning your next workout, reconsidering that extra snack, maybe even thinking about looking into how to track your biological age. It's all about those small steps every single day that create a healthier, more vibrant future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the incredible world of aging research. We hope you've enjoyed the conversation. Keep those questions coming, keep exploring, and remember, age really is just a number. Until next time.